Boom. I believe we're live. Yeah, there we are. Right at noon. As soon as my computer hit noon, I said, here we go. We're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the No Nonsense live stream. I'm Yaga. And, I received a message from a friend who's like, hey, did you talk about male birth control? And I go, all right. I had heard about it, but I really didn't know too much. And then, sure enough, I did a little bit of research. And just this morning, CNN posted a video with a Dr. Sanjay Gupta. And it's just a quick little 2-minute video, which I put in the link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. And, you get a little bit of information. The doctor's like, yeah, he's like, it appears there's no side effects. We don't know. They did a study, I guess, with 83 people in this trial. Some of them lost their sex drive. The doctor said they're still, it's still a few years away. They're perfecting it right now. And my first thoughts when you say, hey, let's have some male birth control, I'm thinking, why do we need that? Do we need that? I don't think we really do. What's the purpose of male birth control? The argument might be like, well, that's women take birth control. I'm like, yes, but that's a choice. You choose to do that or you choose not to do that. That's all on you, man. Again, it's all about individuality. This whole male birth control thing, or better yet, what I call it as voluntary male castration, because that's really what it is. The doctor in this interview that I watched on CNN kind of goes into it a little bit like it lowers the testosterone level. It's going to affect your mood. If you're a dude, you have low levels of testosterone. I mean, these are just facts. Look them up. If you have hormone imbalances, male or female, I mean, your fucking emotions can be all over. Could be linked to depression, shit like this. It's out there. Male birth control. He even says in the interview, he's like, we don't know if there's any side effects. I'm like, which means, it's too early to tell. But let's be honest. If a guy's going to take a pill that's going to maybe cause him to not be a man anymore, that's a problem. I have an issue with that. And why would you do that anyway? There's other ways. If you're worried about getting someone pregnant, put a condom on, pull out. You can always do those two things. I don't understand the fascination with people and why they want to throw a pill down their throat to fix problems that are really just problems of choices you make in your life. You're scared about getting someone pregnant, don't have sex. I don't know what to tell you. Or just be a little bit more cautious about it. But this whole thing, it just seems goofy to me. You watch the video, you let me know. But I think it's just chemical-induced male castration. Like, let's lower the testosterone level. So let's give you a pill that's going to fuck with your body's hormones. I mean, women do this with the normal pill. It fucks with your hormones. That's why it tricks the body into thinking you're pregnant so you don't get pregnant, And I don't think it's good to do any of this kind of stuff when naturally your body, it kind of adjusts these levels. And when you just throw something in there and you either spike these levels, you decrease these levels, and you're just fucking with nature, I think you're just fucking with yourself, Well, after what did I put? I got notes here because I had to do a crash course and study in this whole thing. Like I said, the doctor said, oh, yeah, it lowers the testosterone level. But, if you stop taking it, it'll go right back up. Like, they're just having a casual conversation in this interview like it's nothing. Like, oh, yeah, this is just a normal thing. No, it's not fucking normal. It's not normal for a dude to take a pill that if he comes is all of a sudden going to be, he's sterile. Like, that's fucking crazy, man. That's chemical castration. You understand that, right? It's cutting off your balls without actually cutting off your balls. I see this. I hope it's clear to some other people. And to just pass it off as like normal in this interview, come on. This is ridiculous. Like, it's just, It's a few years away. It's not a few years away. It's probably right around the corner. They've had it for a while and doing these trials, and they want to just like, oh yeah, they'll make it seem like, oh, you take it at will. When you go to your doctor for when you're a young kid and you're going to your doctor and you're scared whether you're a man or a woman, and you're like, oh, I want to be safe, and they throw you on birth control. They give women the pill. Or women get all kinds of options. Now men, if hey men, you could take this pill. It seems, at first glance, like a enticing offer, like, hey, dude, you just take this pill. Yeah, you don't got to worry about she's okay. She doesn't have to take a pill. And then you take a pill, and then you don't have to worry about condoms and stuff. And I go, I don't know, man. You're playing with fire with that when you're lowering testosterone levels in men, because despite what you think, testosterone in men is kind of what makes us kind of men. Now, too much testosterone is like a Hulk rage mode. You fucking angry, furious all the time. That's not good either. But too low, you become. I've had low testosterone levels, man, and I've become depressed. Just like a little zombie walking around. And to think you're just going to take this nice little male birth control pill, it'll be fine. But even the doctor says, like, we don't know about any apparent side effects. Apparent meaning they don't know because they haven't done it long enough. But here's my theory. If you're stupid enough to take a pill as a dude with male birth control, then I don't think you're a man. That's just my opinion. Dude, like I said, go back to the two rules that I said. Either pull out or put a condom on. Don't fuck with your hormones, man, because that's not something that you can get back. They're saying that if you stop taking it, your levels are going to go back up. I don't believe that. I don't believe that if you just start chemically inducing things into your body, that all of a sudden you're just going to get, yes, voluntary male castration. Thank you. Pull out. Thanks, Kate. Hello, Kate. It's true. That's what I call it. Voluntary male castration. That's what this whole male birth control thing is, what they're trying to do. I think this is just my opinion. They're trying to play it off like it's a safe thing. Just take this pill, guys. You want to, don't want to get someone pregnant. It's okay. Just take this pill. It's only going to lower your testosterone. No, it's only going to make your balls shrink. You're only going to not be able to have kids. You might grow tits. Who knows? Hey, we're figuring it out. It's a couple years away. I don't know, man. I think it's weird. It's just weird. It's just weird. Weird. It's weird to chemically induce things into your body that are naturally just supposed to work their way out some way, somehow, there's a video. It's linked in the description to a CNN interview, like I said, and you can watch the interview. It's just a 2-minute interview with this doctor saying, like, hey, we don't know yet. We've tested out a few people and we found some of them lost their sex drive. I go, that's not a good thing. Like sex drive is a natural human thing. I don't know if it's something you want to lose, not maybe till you're older and you don't give a shit anymore, but not when you're like a 20-something-year-old man. That's like your prime of your sex drive. I don't think people realize that men's sex drive's like right in their mid-20s, and the women's it's like 10 years later, like in their early 30s, mid-30s-ish, right? Yeah, I do realize what happens to women on the pill. Let me tell you a story. My ex-girlfriend, right before we broke up, she decided she wanted to take like a crash course in birth control because she wanted to adjust her period to where when she went on vacation, it wouldn't happen. So what happened, she goes to her doctor. She's like, hey, I want to make sure that I'm cool on vacation. And the doctor goes, okay, well, let's get you on this birth control. And the doctor just gives her the highest dose of birth control, I guess, apparently, that you can get. And let me tell you something. It fucked with her so much. She's normally a calm, collected, sweet person, and her hormones and emotions were just fucking all over the place. She told me she started crying at work for no reason. She was bitchy at people, like just snapped. And she doesn't have a temper. She didn't have a temper. I have a temper. She did not. And she was snapping at people at work, cussing them out, swearing all the time. Found herself getting super depressed, like just instantly, like ups and downs, because of this dosage of birth control the doctor gave her. And she told her doctor, she's like, dude, I don't want to be on this. I'm fucked up right now. And the doctor's like, no, if you want to be okay on your vacation, you have to take this. And they just, it brings me to my next point. Yeah, it is awful playing with nature. If you're a doctor and you know your body better than anybody else knows your body, you do, okay? Despite what doctors fucking say, you know how you feel on any given moment in time. So if you tell your doctor, hey, I'm taking this, it's really fucking with me, I don't feel right, and they're not listening to you, and they're like, no, you just got to keep it going. Like, fuck that doctor, find yourself a new doctor, okay? Because that person does not have you in their best interest. It's just, here's the pill. Let's check one off the list. You guys keep on going down. Just, you're gonna be fine. That doctor doesn't care. Remember, people, doctors are people. They're just people too. Like you and I. We're all people. They have a nice little title with some credentials, but they're still people trying to figure shit out. And doctors only learn what they learn in their medical world as it comes to them from who is ever making these decisions down the right. The scientists, the people in those labs engineering all these different kinds of wonder drugs that are going to make you fucking jump onto cloud nine. So back to my ex-girlfriend with the pill thing. She was on this, and I saw it firsthand. Like, she just went from night and day, like a completely different person with this high dose of stuff. Now, if you're gonna give this to a dude and you're gonna tell him, it's gonna lower your testosterone, you're gonna lose your sex drive, but you know, it's okay. It's okay if you stop taking it. It'll just return. I'm like, but you don't know that, because even the guy's like, we don't know about the side effects. So how can you say it's going to return when you don't even have the proper like research done on it yet? I think you're just playing. I think people are playing with fire. And if this comes out and becomes readily available, if the male birth control pill comes out and people start taking it, I don't know. I mean, to each his own on this one, man. I'm never going to tell people what they can and can't put in their fucking bodies. That's on you, man. I'm just going to say, be cautious about something that is a chemical that can possibly slice your balls off. Okay. Just saying. I like my balls. I don't want them to go anywhere. So I'm not going to take anything that might disintegrate them internally. That's just weird. Fucking weird. It's weird. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And I think there's too much fucking emphasis and dependence on people to take pills to fix whatever problems there are. Okay? This isn't even a problem, male birth control. We have other ways to do this. Like I said, put a condom on. Hey, that's been working for 100 years. It's fine. It works. It's like 99.9% efficient. Okay? Pull out. I don't have any kids. Just saying. So whatever, dude. I don't believe in all these pills and crazy things like that. Yeah. Don't. Here we go. Don't fuck with nature, man. Yeah, see, I think as human beings, we have this arrogance about us that we can just fuck with everything. Like, we figured a few things out, right? Which is great. You know, we conquered some diseases in the 20th century, things that were really a big problem. And then we took that and we just keep on rolling the dice with other stuff. You know, we go down these rabbit holes like, oh, well, I mean, that's why I said, I'm like, I don't think we really need a male birth control pill. This is why I went to school for natural medicine. There's a place for Western medicine, but stuff like this is so dangerous. I am anti-BC in general. Don't play with hormones. I've experienced and heard of nightmares. Yeah, if you fuck with your hormones, man, like, this brings me to my other point about the title I made this video was Male Birth Control and Other Chemical Substances, meaning drugs. You love that question. Like, people are like, you ever did drugs? And I go, let's back up a minute. Have you ever taken aspirin? Ever had a cold? Ever taken some Dayquil? Then you've taken drugs too. So maybe the question should be like, have you ever taken any fun drugs? That's the real question that people should be asking, not drugs, because everybody under the sun has taken drugs one way or another. Have you taken fun drugs? You know, 30 years old and never pregnant, pull out or rubbers. It's right. There you go, rubbers. Nobody says that anymore. I always thought that was funny. Like, let's go get some rubbers. You go to the store. I remember when I was young, when I was first starting to have sex, and I went to, it was embarrassing. I don't think any guy would. He's like, what is I like? I was young. I was like 15, 16. I was a youngin', but you go to the little quickie mart there, and you fucking go up there and get some rubbers. All your friends would say rubbers. Ah, it's funny. Thank you. Made me laugh. um, where was I? Something about hormone chemicals. Yeah, man. But when you get back to just fun drugs, like do you take drugs? I'm like, today I don't. Have I? Yes. That's okay. I think you can't talk about something. This is me today. I don't think you can talk about something if you never experienced it. It's like I don't know what it's like to climb Mount Everest because I never have, nor do I want to because I'm a chicken shit and would not want to climb up there. I got bad lungs. I probably couldn't handle the elevation anyway. So I don't know what it's like. But then you hear the stories about how people push through. They traveled up that mountain. People have died trying to climb that fucking thing. There's still dead bodies frozen in there. That's amazing. I respect the people that do it. And the people that want to do it are fucking crazier than me. But they can talk about it. You can just kind of look at their experience with it and go with that. So you got to just assume from their perspective, it's fucking intense. I get that. So I can only speak from my experience on everything that I've experienced and some fun drugs. I was thinking before I did this video, back in the day, which I hate that fucking thing, so I hate saying that. In the early 2000s, when diet pills were really taking off, there was Yellow Jackets, and they had ephedra in them. And they quickly banned ephedra because it was pretty much like legal speed. I would say it's a good sister, brother, cousin thing to Adderall in a way, but a little bit more hyper than the focus part. And you used to be able to buy these. They were Yellow Jackets. You can still buy them today, but they don't have ephedra, so they're worthless. And yep. And the ephedra, you pop like 2 of those, right? And we used to take them high school and after high school, and that shit, you were fucking wired. Like I think that's probably how I lost a lot of weight in high school because I was taking those like in the morning to wake up, and I'd be sitting in class just like, God, Jesus. Like I was really fucking like, can you imagine sitting there? I can't sit still as it is today, and I don't take that shit, but I could tell you this much. Back in high school, sitting there trying to like focus and learn on something when you got like all this fucking energy coursing through your veins, it's insane. Now they quickly outlawed ephedra and made it illegal because somebody fucking took one too many, died like anything, and oh shit, it's a problem. We just gotta yank it off because some asshole ruined it for the rest of us. But so that was like legal speed. Then you take, Adderall speed. And Adderall's an amphetamine. Everybody's on Adderall today because everybody apparently has HDD. HDD? Yes, I have HDD. It's like high definition attention disorder. Yes, heart attacks, man. People died of heart attacks. ADHD, ADD, whatever the fuck. I call it, I'm thinking and I have a lot of creative ideas and they just need to be known to the world. That's what I call it. I don't really call it ADD. When I'm focused on something, I can focus. When I'm making a video, this or anything, I'm in tune with whatever I'm doing today. But I don't know. Adderall. Everybody's on Adderall. I see people on Adderall all the time. I've taken Adderall just for fun. And I didn't like it. I liked it because it was focusing and I got a lot of shit done, but I couldn't sleep. And I like sleep, man. Sleep's underrated. You need good sleep. I honestly believe this today, that good sleep, man. I couldn't sleep. I'd be up all fucking night. I'm hungry, like eating weird food. Well, actually, no, I wasn't even hungry. Like I had an appetite, but I couldn't eat because like it suppressed my appetite. Yes, sleep is good. Sleep is amazing. And I value sleep today. I get up at the same time every morning, relatively. And usually I pass out about the same time too. And not pass out, but I go to sleep at the same time. Like my body just gets tired. I go, fuck it. Turn everything, TV off and shit. And I go to bed. What else? So yeah, there's all these fun drugs, right? And then there's the other stuff like Cocaine, I never did. But what did I do? I did acid once. That was insane. And then did mushrooms once, twice, kind of. The second time didn't work as much. And then what else? Ecstasy a couple times, and that was it. You know, I feel like you gotta see. I grew up in the whole D.A.R.E thing. You know, when we were in grade school, like, don't do drugs, you'll end up like this guy in the gutter who's got nothing. And I go, the older I get, that's just some weird fantasy scare tactic cliche. When in reality, anybody can become addicted to anything. You know, look at people on. Replace drugs with social media today. You know, look at everybody who's got to check their Facebook or go on their Instagram, take fucking selfies, post stuff on Snapchat. I see it all the time. I see families out on their phones. You know, Adderall is being recommended to moms for energy and weight loss. Yeah, it is. And that's the thing, man. It's regulated by the government and doctors. Addicted for Adderall 5 years. Okay, well, yeah, there you go. It's Adderall's powerful shit. I know. I've taken it. And when you take it, you'll get kind of used to it and you want to take it every day. But then see, like me, with most things, if I take something all the time, I get to a plateau effect. It doesn't work for me. I'm kind of a unique breed. You know, it's like, but if I was to take an Adderall today, like say a 30 milligram one, all of a sudden, you know, this house would have siding put down it, and I would repaint the entire block, and I'd probably make like 18 videos in like one day, you know. But since Adderall is controlled and it's prescribed, you know, we think it's a good thing, right? We think because you go to your doctor, you tell them how you're doing, and then they go, all right, well, I'm going to write you a prescription for this. And then they give it to you, and you think, well, since the doctor wrote me the prescription, it must be okay. Like, that's how we justify this nonsense. No, it's not okay. It doesn't matter if it's legal, illegal, prescribed by your doctor. You get it from fucking Randy the Dick Sucker Crack McGee over there at the corner. It doesn't really matter. It can be addicting. It's not good for you. It's most docs, you just have to say, I can't focus. I know. And I did that once. I years ago, I was seeing a psychiatrist for like 5 minutes. Okay. This is how I tell you, you gotta, don't just take a first opinion from a doctor. Trust your instincts when you're talking about this shit to doctors and people. Be honest with them about how you feel about things. If you're honest with them and they still don't listen to what you're saying, fuck the doctor. Try to find someone else, okay, that's going to listen. Yeah, say you can't focus. So I saw a psychiatrist back in like 2011. I talked to this fucking dude. 5 minutes, I had a conversation with him, and immediately he tells me I'm manic bipolar and I should just get on some antidepressants. And I go, okay. I was like, and at the time I was like, don't you need to like ask me some questions or dig a little bit deeper? Do I have to take some tests? I'm like, I talked to you for 5 minutes and barely scratched the surface about what's going on. I told you some very vague general things in my life. And the doctor was like, yeah, no, here. He gave me Celexa, which is just some no-nonsense bullshit fucking antidepressant. And I was on that for about, it's like 5 months. And, you know, this is the first sign. They say when you first take it, and this will tell you, anything that, you know, your body rejects, it's probably not a good thing to not put it into your body. They said, when you first take this, you might get nauseous, possibly throw up, have a headache. And sure enough, you know, the first couple days I was taking it, the first time I took it, man, I was throwing up all day, like every little bit. I remember at the time I was going to an event with my girlfriend at the time, and we were going to see her and we were going to her grandma's funeral, actually. And I was getting sick in the car, and she had to pull over a couple times because I was throwing up. Like, you got to pull over, this fucking shit's messing with my stomach. So I threw up. That's a clear sign today that if your body's going through, like, it's like, oh, it's changing my body again. Like, getting the antidepressant was altering my actual like everything. And when your body's throwing it up, it's rejecting it. It's like, I don't like this. And then it gets used to it, and then it accepts it. Your body's a unique piece of just awesome. I don't know how else to describe it, because it can adjust to things being put into it, whether it's you're going to eat shit fast food all day, it'll adjust to that. Or if you put good stuff in there that's actually going to give you energy and be productive. Now, I was on antidepressant for 5 months. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I felt like I was just a robot. I didn't feel good. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel sad. I just felt nothing. And then that's even scarier than feeling something, is when I feel nothing. If I feel nothing, I can't, I just don't do it, man. It doesn't work well for me. I got to feel something. And even if it's angry, at least that's something, I felt nothing. So I got off that shit. And that's why today I'm a firm believer, like, if you just eat well, put, good food into your body, and fuck all the fucking diets that are out there. Fuck them all. All right. This is like, I said this before. Think about the world as if it was 200 years ago. There were no supermarkets. There was no processed food. There was no bullshit. What did people eat? They had farms with animals and vegetables and shit like that. That's all they ate. They ate meat, vegetables, fruit, crap like that, grains, breads, and whatever else was available. Whole food. Yeah, there you go. Whole food. So I kind of incorporated that mentality into what I eat today, and that's what I do. I have lost 50 pounds from just cutting out no more pop, anything that's super ultra processed. I minimize it. I still have like a deli meat turkey sandwich, because I'm realistic. I'm not going to not eat anything. I eat usually scrambled eggs, a lot of protein and stuff. I still eat bread, but it's good bread. And I like natural butter and stuff like that. And I do it all in moderation, but I tapered myself over time. I didn't just flip a switch one day and go, I give up everything. No ice cream, no cookies. No, man. Because there was a time my body was fucked up for a while, people. So I had to readjust it to getting good stuff into it. And it wasn't used to good stuff. It wasn't used to good food. It wasn't used to good sleep. It wasn't used to good anything. So it took me a good 1.5 to 2 years for me to get my body on track. And then now, if I was to eat shit food, like whether it's fast food or drink a can of pop or something, my body's like, fuck you, Matt. What are you fucking doing? I thought we were past this. I thought we were bros, you and me together. Because honestly, you know your body better than anyone else does, better than any fucking doctor does. You know when you don't feel well. You know when something doesn't feel right. You know if this works. You know if that doesn't work. Too much trust in other people that tell us, like, yeah, just take this pill, you'll be fine, without actually really looking at problems. And I'm not saying for some people, I know medication's a thing, because some people have a little bit deeper problems than others, and they need that stuff. And I'm not saying don't. I'm saying if you're just a run-of-the-mill average person who's just like, I think today I'm sad. Like, I'm Eeyore. I don't know if I want to go here today. Maybe. If you're just a run-of-the-mill like that and you're having a rough couple weeks or something, I don't think shoving a fucking pill down your fucking throat that's going to alter your entire body chemistry is probably a good idea. Because it's even worse when you come off that stuff. Now back to the chemical substance stuff. I've also taken Valium at one point. Benzos, man, those are some fucking crazy shit. Benzos, if you take those for a long period of time and you try to come off of them, it's fucking dangerous, And I only had them for a short period of time. When you're on a Valium, you're like, fucking everything's beautiful today. Who wants to play on the piano and walk on a cloud? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Yeah, benzos. Yeah. There's so many, like, all the best drugs are all stuff that you get prescriptions for, They're not these street crazy things. That's a myth. That's a bunch of nonsense that you were taught as a kid. Like, watch out for Harry, the turncoat guy on the corner here. He's crazy. He's trouble. No. It's right in the pharmacies and your doctor's office, man. Go in there. I can't think. Here's a pill for that. I can't sleep. Here's another pill for that. We just want pills. I'm a believer, though, and this is no bullshit, because I've been down this road. This is why I'm talking from my experience, man. Fuck all that pill shit. Eat better. You don't need to join a fucking gym. You know, that's if you're a little overweight and you gotta lose some weight, I understand. Maybe you gotta go to a little extra mile. You know, I'm lucky enough to have a job where I'm on my feet all day, so I get a lot of cardio and I'm burning calories, right? You know, you don't need to, I didn't join a gym. You could join a gym if you want. Do whatever you want. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm not saying do this or do that, but I'm just saying if you can eat better, completely alter your diet. No bullshit. No McDonald's. No fucking shit. If you do eat it, minimize it to almost never. You know, not say like never have a piece of cake, never have a bowl of ice cream. I fucking do. I got ice cream in the fucking fridge right now. It's Twinkie ice cream, okay? And it's fucking amazing. But it doesn't last only a day. It actually is lasting me 80% diet, 20% activity. Yeah, good. Good job, Kate. Exactly. It is. I completely alter my diet, and the changes I've had over the last few years, I'm mentally way better off, spiritually way better off, I'm physically way better off. I'm all around better off just from not eating trash and garbage food. Do I get depressed from time to time? Yeah, but I usually have to sit back and think about it. People approach it the opposite because they don't want to change how they eat. Yeah, it is hard. You know, it's hard to just be like, you know what? Fuck it. Today I'm going to change. And like I said, I didn't change all my fucking habits overnight, but I started on a one day at a time basis. Like I took it. Today I'm not going to eat, fill in the blank with whatever you want. Today I'm not going to have McDonald's. Today I'm not going to have coffee that's just loaded with shit cream and sugar. Today I'm not going to have this, you know? Yeah, it is a day at a time. You know, if you do that, just one thing a day, one thing turns into two a day, two things turns into three, you know, three turns into six turns into 12, do them, you know, keep on going down the line. And after a year or two of doing that, you'll see this transformation in yourself. You'll see it physically. You'll feel it mentally. And this is no bullshit because I'm speaking from my own experience, man. If you watch my early YouTube videos, go ahead, go look at them. I was way fucking bigger just a couple years ago. I was big. I watched my very first video and I go, Jesus. That's because I was, you know, way overweight. I ate like shit. Everything I put in my body was shit. Nothing was good. I cannot eat sugar today. Exactly. Don't eat it today. I'm not saying never again because, one, we just had Girl Scout cookie season. Okay, I bought 4 fucking boxes walking out of a Walgreens because I love Thin Mints. Okay, I love those fucking Thin Mints. I'll eat a whole sleeve if I want to, but it's not like I do that every day. And you know, there was a time in life where it was just, you know, shit every day, just shit food. I remember, this is a long time ago, I remember I used to play the Monopoly game at McDonald's, and there was one October when I was still, this is actually when I was in shape. I ate McDonald's like almost every day just so I could collect Monopoly pieces. And God, did I feel like shit. And what's his name? Morgan Scurlock already did a whole thing on that, whatever, Super Size Me documentary where he ate McDonald's and only McDonald's for a month and he almost died because it was just chemical nonsense. Anyway, I guess the big moral is here, try to pick a point, start with something, because starting with something's better than doing nothing about it and just sitting back going as you're fucking with your giant mug of fucking liquid sugar going, I wish I could lose weight. And you're sucking that down. I go, that's not going to help your situation. You know, you got to make some choices, man. You got to take some action. You got to do something about it. You know, and that goes across the board. I mean, you could apply this to anything from eating to smoking to anything like that. You know, I don't smoke. Never have. I have bad lungs. My parents did when I was a kid. They quit, though, in like 1991. And I have seasonal freaking asthma. So, like, when spring and summer hit, I get all wheezy and shit. And I never had the urge to actually smoke. I like cigars, like, but I could tell you, like, I only smoke a cigar if it was like given to me. If someone's like, I got this cigar, would you do it? And you're like, oh, okay. And that's not, it's not something to go, man, I want to go out and get a whole box of cigars. I still have 2 bags of Christmas blend tobacco for my pipe that I got at the Renaissance Fair back in like 2013. And then my friend got me one like 2 years later. And I'm like, dude, I still have like a full bag. And it's just a little bag like that big full of tobacco. It smells amazing. It's really good stuff. And I still have both bags. Probably not good. It's been like another 2 years for the other one. So it's like, that shows you how much I care to do it or even get anything out of it. And I get it, man. We do all these things. Everything I feel is connected somehow to the way we think. I really believe this today. Yeah, I did go there with the smoking. That was a little jab, but it's okay. It's all out of love. It's all love, Don't worry. That doesn't come from a place of hate or disgust. It comes from a place of love. So just be aware. But I see people who struggle all the time, and I've struggled with things, and I usually find it coming from a thought pattern that I've had, Just because I've never done something doesn't mean I won't, You never say never, because who knows? Who knows on your circumstances or where you're at? You might try anything once, twice if you like it. I don't fucking know. But if your concern is like, man, shit sucks right now, I don't know what to do. Start small. Think small. Don't think so. People are like, hey, if you think, go big or go home. I go, yeah, it's a nice idea. But in reality, it's quite the opposite. You need to start small and work your way into something bigger, because there's only so much shit you can take care of on a day-to-day, And whether that's, all right, today, I think there's here, take coffee, for example. I love coffee. I drink coffee all the time. And but I don't put any cream or sugar in my coffee. I just drink it black. They're like, oh my God, how can you do that? I'm like, because I like to taste coffee. I don't mind the taste of coffee. Some people, gotta have their, cappuccino, super duper, go fuck yourself blast that's got whipped cream and caramel and everything else under the sun. Yeah, black coffee. But you're not really getting coffee when you get all that extra sugar. You're just drinking sugar. It's like the same thing as a can of pop. It's the same thing, as eating a piece of cake or a bowl of ice cream. Coffee with their cream and sugar, yeah. And God knows what's in that cream or sugar. You think it's sugar, but who knows? Sweeteners it's another chemical, made up chemical. I don't know. But if you like coffee and caffeine so much, man, do what I do. Do a triple shot of espresso on ice. That'll turn some heads when you order that at the coffee shop. They're always like, what the fuck? You drink that? I go, you damn fucking right. I drink this shit. Are you wired? I'm like, fucking hey, right, I'm wired. Because that's like the only thing I turn to as far as drugs is caffeine, I like me some coffee, got to wake up, get that fog going. But I do it early on. I don't drink like fucking gallons of coffee at 8 o'clock at night. I don't want to be up all night, but it might also make me sleep. But I don't know. See, like right now, I've had enough coffee. That's why I'm rambling pretty crazy. So point is, start small. If you think weight's your problem, start small, man. Try not to drink pop for one day. Or even not even go that far. Say you're drinking 3 pops a day, 3 pops a day, try to make it 2, Then eventually after a week, make it 1. Taper. Tapering is what I found worked for myself. I tapered myself over time. Over the course of like a year and a half, I just slowly drifted away from that stuff, a little less each time. And then eventually I got to a point where I don't even crave fast food today. I had Wendy's last week because I was in a mood. I was like, let's get some Wendy's. And I got a bunch of shit. I got what did I get? I got like a 20-piece chicken nugget, 2 not McDoubles. That's McDonald's. Fucking quarter double stacks and spicy chicken sandwich. I ate almost everything because I can eat more than I look like I can. But I felt like shit. Oh, the next day it was all wrong. Everything was wrong. My insides were wrong. My body was wrong. I was wrong. I was like, ugh, ugh. Nothing about it made me feel good. Now, see, like when I wake up in the morning and I have my breakfast, I scramble up some eggs. I have like 4 eggs. I have that with coffee or water. That's all I really drink now as far as liquid goes is nothing but fucking water. I feel so much better. I get energy from that. I have a clear head. I don't feel groggy. I don't feel like I need to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon. I feel good. I feel clear. I don't feel like I want to just choke slam everybody around me, you know? It's weird. But like I said, this didn't come overnight. I tapered it a little bit at a time. Do what you can in one day, man. Don't overwhelm yourself with shit. Because I used to do that. Like when I was bigger, I used to be like, oh man, I just want to lose 40 pounds. How am I going to do it? But you don't know where to start, right? That's probably one of the biggest problems, I think, is people don't know where to start. They need a point of origin. And you just got to start small, man. Pick one thing, work on that, fucking conquer that, move on to something, and then it'll branch out, man. Like branches on fucking trees do, man. They just keep growing. You'll get a new branch here with some lovely new leaves because you're like, oh, that's nice. And then all of a sudden you grow over here and it'll keep going. But that takes action on your part. It's not going to just happen. You know, there was a couple years in my life where back in 2009 and 10, I was out of work and I used to just lay in bed all day and I watched TV. I watched mindless hours of fucking television for 2 years, mind you, being depressed and wondering. I wish things would get better. But yet here I was laying on a bed, just watching TV aimlessly for all day, hoping things would just kind of fall into my lap and get better. No, I had to make them better. I had to do something about it. I had to get off my ass. I had to take some action. I had to go somewhere. I had to talk to people. I had to look into stuff. I had to make choices, you know? My decisions today affect my future, you know? I'm aware of that today. I didn't always see that, you know? I didn't always see, you know, all that good stuff. Black coffee all the way. Sorry. Oh, shit. I swear to God, I'm dyslexic. Oh, love you too. Thank you. What the fuck was I talking about? Damn, you even see ADD. Oh no. Oh God. Where's my Adderall? No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. See, I use comedy a lot to get people going. I find if we can laugh about stuff, man, if you can laugh at yourself, laugh at things, everything will be all right. You'll learn to laugh. Never take yourself too seriously. I take myself not that seriously. I take it only seriously when people truly here. If you are willing to do things and you're open to saying that I'm willing to do so much, everything can open up for you, man, but you have to be willing. You as an individual person, you yourself, not nobody else, you. If you take that decision and make it for yourself and you're willing to listen, willing to learn new things, open your mind to new suggestions, new ideas, I swear to God, it'll all be okay. The doors will keep opening in your mind and you just open up another door and then you walk into there and you go, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this is nice. I've never been in this room before. And then all of a sudden you're like, well, there's another door. And then you open up another door and opportunities unfold and things start to come together and you meet people, all this shit. It's really fucking awesome. You know, so it's just like take my YouTube channel here, for example. Like I met a lot of great people just online. Yeah, I wouldn't have met these people if I didn't start a YouTube channel. I got a good buddy in New York. We still talk to this day. Dave, he's great. He's got a wonderful family, fucking cool ass dude. I've met people in other countries and talked to them. I mean, it's fucking, you know, the world's a great place. There's a lot of help out there. Are you willing to get the help? That's all really on you. That's out there. Just take it by the freaking balls, man. But don't take a pill for male birth control, okay? How many most with? Yeah. Oh yeah. Trying to help as much as I can by just being honest. Oh shit, the cat's coming in. No, cat, go away. and trying to help as much as I can. Fucking cat. See, I put the fucking shit in front of the door so he couldn't open it up because I seriously, I got almost 45 minutes into this live stream and no interruptions from the cats. He's trying now, but fuck him. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. So yeah, there are the only thing I'm qualified to speak about is what I went through. And I've been through being overweight, having my body feel like shit because of the crap I was putting into it. My opinions on chemical drug induced things because I've been there, you know. I've had a few fun drugs. You know, I don't think a lot of things are as bad as they're portrayed in the news and the world. I really honestly think it comes down to each individual experience with that sort of shit and where you're also at in your own head. If you're fucked up in your head for whatever reason and you got shit going on and you're doing hardcore, you know, drugs, alcohol, narcotics, and I think, you know, that's not a good spot to be. And trust me, I know. Oh boy, do I know. Oh, I'm crazy. But if you're not, you know, I don't know. I believe most people with the whole foods and stuff like that, just diet. Just I honestly think just eating. And in America, we're so God, we have so much shit, so many options of shit food that's just loaded with, you know, fake sugar, fake this, fake that, processed this. I don't know. And then we wonder why we have everybody's obese and everybody's overweight and everybody's depressed and everybody's mad and everybody wants to have anger issues and kill each other. It's like, no, man, it's all a crazy thing. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It's been a pretty long rant. I've been talking for 46 minutes. I think I'm gonna go. So yeah, male birth control. I think it's dumb. But hey, I don't tell you what to put in your body. You know, you be the judge of that. I just saying from own personal experience, when you're throwing in things that are gonna chemically alter your mood, man, it's gonna be crazy. So I wouldn't recommend taking pills. I think there's a million options before you go down that road to throw a pill down your throat and just be like, yay. I think it's just like putting a Band-Aid over something. You know, Band-Aids, you know, cover up the wound, but they don't really necessarily heal it. You know, it takes time to heal that shit. You know, you could I put the Band-Aid over, it's flesh colored. You can't see the cut, but the cut's still there and the cut's pretty deep, man. And it takes a while for that cut to heal. So, like, time heals all wounds. I know it sounds fucking stupid, but it really does. But time can only heal those wounds if you get off your fucking ass and do something about it. Bam. That's what you got to do. Which I know is easier always said than done. But that's why I say just pick something. Pick anything. Start small, man. Start small, branch out. If you start small and you don't overwhelm yourself, you don't set your fucking hopes and expectations way too high, you can press on and battle through this stuff. I believe it because I have. I thought at one point in my life, 3.5 years ago, that there was no better way to live than the way I was living at the time. And I thought, man, this is it. This is as good as it's ever going to be. There's no way I can possibly feel better, get better, everything that I wanted. Oh, no. No, I did. I made some changes, some very significant changes. And today, I know what to do on a daily basis in order to not relive some of my past hell. You know, I've been there in living hell. It's not a fun place to be. It does seem like it's impossible to climb out of that pit. It's not. It's hard. It's a lot of work and effort, but it's doable. It's doable if you can put in that effort on your part. And it's a daily choice. Really, it is. And I'm not perfect. Dude, there's some days I was like, fuck it. And I ate a giant bowl of ice cream and drenched it in fucking chocolate, and I was like, I like that. But it's not every day, Nice little balance between chaos and order. I got 1 foot in order today, one in chaos. My order is I do a lot of things daily where it keeps me grounded and lets me know the decisions I make today are going to affect my future. I live in the moment, but I don't just make impulsive fucking dumbass decisions today. I don't. And it saved me a lot of mental anguish when I actually sit back and think about stuff a little bit more rather than just, oh, fuck it, yeah, let's, let's build a potato cannon and shoot it at people. No, I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. Building the potato cannon happened, but we didn't shoot it at people. But it's just like random acts of weird impulsiveness. You know what I mean? I think if you're impulsive like me, like occasionally I'll go on like a buying spree on Amazon, just buy shit, because I'm a collector. And even that doesn't fill the void inside. It's nice. I got a lot of shit and a lot of stuff I collect, and it's fun, but it doesn't fill me up. It's just fun. It's a hobby. It's things I like. I admire things people create, because every human being is a creator. If you have an idea, that's a creation. If you can manifest that idea into something real, it's creation. If you write stories, you have an idea of a story of how it goes. You write a book, you write it, that's a creation. I make videos. I do little stick figure crude animations. It's creation. It's an idea. We can all create things. People build shit all the time. Look around. There's houses. Somebody had to come up with a plan to create that. It's, if you stop and look around, there's so much stuff to be appreciative of and actually be grateful for, rather than just go, I just want things and everything to go my way. Oh, trust me, I get that. I've had a life of our expectations, and where it was all me. It really is all me. If you're not able, like just getting healthy, it's your problem. You got to do something about it. The rest of the world's not going to do it for you. You got to do it, but it's okay. It's doable. It's a doable problem. Things aren't as bad as we like to think they are in our heads. I used to have a lot of delusional thinking. I used to think people were saying stuff out to get me, things like that, a little paranoia. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know. Majority of the time, it was really just me spinning wheels in my head and getting nuts. And who was wasting energy then? Those people I was worried about? No, I was. Me wasting energy. So I tried to not let any of that shit bug me today. Because, if you're always constantly worrying about what other people think, or do they approve of you, do they not approve of you, you're missing out on your own opportunity to grow. Fuck those people. But I do respect what certain people say, because I wouldn't say that I don't care what people think, but certain people, if they were to say something to me, I take them a little bit more serious than I do others, because they have my respect and I trust what they're saying, if that makes sense. Like, there's other people that I don't give a fuck what you say. You're fucking crazy and you're all off the rails. But there's other people in my life that if they were to be like, hey, 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 and I'd be like, oh shit, okay, what? And that's a good thing, to be accountable to other people. And there's a handful of people I am, and I love it because it keeps me grounded. It keeps me at level with Earth and not floating above the rest of the people, because I'm not. I hate that shit. But human beings, we like to think we know everything, and I don't know anything, really. I'm just trying to figure out life like anybody else is, man, on a day-to-day. So I hope you figure everything else out, everybody that's watching, and, be your own judge to what's best for you. Don't let other people tell you what's best for you, because they don't fucking know, because probably don't even know what's best for themselves. But you do. When you do something, when you make decisions, how you feel, what's going through your head, what you eat or do is going to make you feel like you just know, because you're you. So practice, I would say, making the decisions to have less pain, less anxiety, And, well, how do you do that? I go, well, if something you're doing is causing you pain or anxiety, start by stop doing it. It's really that simple, and it's crazy. And, this had to be beaten into my own head because at first I thought, people were telling me this, and I thought it was just nonsense. I'm like, oh, come on. Yeah, okay, that's not what I need. I don't need that stuff. I don't know what people need. I know the way I was going about things wasn't working for me anymore. So I had to go, fuck it. I had to start asking people, like, all right, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? And then I started gathering information, and now I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I don't know. I'm steamrolling myself. Like, hey, man, I got all these different avenues I can go down, interest things. I'm open to suggestions. People that say they're open-minded probably really aren't. They're open-minded. What I've noticed is patterns in people's behavior. People are open-minded when it's something they agree with that they wanted to hear, and they go, that's what I wanted to hear. But I go, the most growth I've ever had in my life is hearing the things I didn't want to hear, facing them, and doing something about it. That's where I grew. That's where the change comes from. You don't want to live in this echo chamber of, yeah, you're always right. Yeah, I agree with everything you say. I'm like, I don't want people to agree with me, because I don't agree with everything in the world. I don't agree with male birth control. There's one. Some people might think it's the best thing that ever happened. I go, I don't think so. Not when you're going to chemically cut your nuts off, man. I don't think that's a good thing. I personally would never do that. Never. I don't care. my sperm are dead anyway. They're all sitting there going, they're running into the walls on the inside there. I'm naturally, whatever. I went too far. So anyway, I found for myself the best changes and growth came was when I heard the things I didn't want to hear, but I knew I needed to hear them. And that's where me got in the way of me going, oh, fucker, you're right. But I don't want you to be right, because I gotta be all defensive and put these walls up. And if I have these walls up, I can't get hurt. A lot of life is a whole shit ton of suffering, but you don't have to suffer daily if you choose not to. You can choose to live in minimum dealing, like manageable suffering, like, I got a flat tire. Fuck. All right. That's going to cost a few bucks, but it's okay. I got the insurance, and that blah, blah, blah. They get it fixed for free. Slight inconvenience of my time. But then, sometimes, depending on your state of mind, a fucking flat tire could have just ruined your entire goddamn week. You'd be like, fuck it, shit. And then you just flip out about that, So you gotta, you gotta realize there's manageable suffering and there's unmanageable things where just terrible shit happens, I'm going through something now with my family where my uncle is, he's got terminal cancer and it's not looking good, and he's not responding to treatments. So now we're all kind of, dealing with that. But luckily, I'm at a good spot in my life to where I'm able to cope with that on a level that I never would have been able to cope with like 4 or 5 years ago. No fucking way. My idea of coping with it would have been like, let's go get hammered and not think about it. Like, that would have been my idea of coping. But today, I can feel what I feel, accept things as they are, and then, move forward. And it's, for me in my own head, it's the most calm the noise has ever been. I used to be at a level of 11. We got a fucking full volume. Everything's just cranking up there. Everything, my mind's a million different places at once. Now I'm at a nice manageable level 2. There's still some noise in there, but I can deal with it on a daily day. And that was all from changing just making better habits, man. And you'll see, if you can just change one thing, you'll slowly start to learn what other habits you need to change in life in order to make your life all around better. You'll start to see, maybe I shouldn't be hanging out with certain people. Maybe I shouldn't engage in negative talk. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Like I said earlier, better than anybody does. And if you're doing something and it just feels wrong, that's a clear sign to be like, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. I should probably avoid that, or at least try to not do it as much, you know. It's not a perfect thing, but you got to make some progress at it, people. Make some progress. You're not getting in, cat. Fucking cat. But he ain't getting in because I got him blocked off, but fuck him. So I think we'll wrap it up here, though. It's been an hour. I've gone on my crazy rant about male birth control. Anyway, if you want to check out what the Dr. Sanjay Gupta said about it on the CNN thing, and I hate to use CNN, but they were just the video was just posted this morning. It's in the description below. You can click on the link and watch the 2-minute video. Let me know what your opinion is on it. Leave you some comments on that. You can follow me at Kate. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much. And leave me comments. Share this video if you like it, guys. Like this video if you haven't already. And I'll be back on Sunday at noon for another freaking no-nonsense podcast. And it's time to go because the door is open. Thanks a lot. Shut the door, please. Shut the door, please. All right, everybody. Follow me on Twitter at MJYaga. You can also follow me on Facebook at TWOYaga. And also, here on my YouTube channel, The Word of Yaga. Anyway, have a wonderful afternoon. And I'm going to talk as I type because that's how my brain functions. Yes, sirree, Bob. Yes, sirree, Bob. Boom. Okay. See you Sunday.